Mentally and emotionally, I was totally a grumpy old man. When I got my Teter, that's when it all changed for me. And the more I worked my back, the more relief my back gave me. And that's when I knew that this machine really works. It's so simple and yet so effective. If it wasn't for the Teter, I wouldn't be the person I am today. It put the smile back on my face. If I was face to face with Roger Teter, I would cry like a baby because what he gave me was my life back. And I thank him. I thank him for that.
You can just tell me in person.
Oh, God. Thank you, sir. I didn't know you were going to be here.
I love my job, and it's because of testimonies like yours. I wrecked my back, and Inversion changed my life. This is not a gimmick. We're not just selling product. We're selling a changed lifestyle.
Yes.
So many people have written off their ability to move freely because of old age. No, it's the long-term effects of gravity combined with lifestyle, posture, and a whole lot of other things. Teeter's a way to fight back against that.
I can't thank you enough.
That testimonial gets me and sends shivers up and down my spine every time, because this is not like a handbag or a pair of shoes or a beautiful lip gloss. We enjoy those. Those are great. This next item, there is a reason over 2.5 million have been sold worldwide. There's a reason it is our longest running single item fitness item in all of HSN's history. There is a reason for all of that. It's because it's not a gimmick. It's not selling product. This is a product that has changed people's lives. So whether it's this tough, stressful times where you just want a good, deep, relaxing stretch, whether you are suffering from back issues and back pain, let me tell you why this inversion table is different from all of the other ones you'll find out there, and there are a lot of imitations. The reason you want the FitSpine from Roger Teeter is because this is the only one that is an FDA-registered Class 1 medical device. This is not a toy. This is not a little, you know, treadmill or a bicycle. Those are great. This is life-changing and registered to treat a list of back issues and back complaints. We didn't make this up. This is indicated for use of back pain, sciatica, spinal degenerative joint disease, muscle tension, spinal curvature. That's just page 1. People with herniated discs, degenerative disc disease, spinal stenosis, facet syndrome, muscle spasms. This is the treatment that has brought them that natural and safe relief. So it's either stretch and relaxation or real relief because pain is robbing you of your quality of life. We've got the FitSpine back. This is the Teeter FitSpine X3. This is the latest and the greatest with the most upgrades, you guys, and we've got a sale price today. It's normally $450. This customer pick, 4.7 stars, is $329 today. We took over $130 off. It has a 5-year warranty. We're giving you FlexPay today. So today, for less than $5 a day, we're not putting a Band-Aid on your pain. You can find real natural relief. We've got free shipping and handling. And I will tell you, not only is it the only one that's FDA registered Class 1 medical device, it's the only one that's UL tested for safety. So UL certified for tasty. If you're gonna hang safety, if you're gonna hang upside down, you want one that's been tested profusely, and it's the only one that comes 85% assembled, you guys. So I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna introduce you to the man that has changed so many lives. His name is Roger Teeter. He did not invent inversion, but he made this table, and sir, I'll have what you're having. Welcome back, sweet Roger. It's so nice to see you.
Thanks, Leslie. Great to be here. You know, you really, what you said about not putting a Band-Aid on it is so true. You know, the normal treatment for back pain is a pill. Your back's still screaming, you just can't hear it. What good is that? Teeter deals with the problem at the source naturally in just 3 to 5 minutes.
And what's really important, Roger, is what you said. You know, I think a lot of people think that getting that real relief is unattainable. If you can brush your teeth, that's all the time you have to spend, and you don't have to fully invert. Because remember, that was always my question. What's nice to know is that I don't have to fully hang upside down to get relief, and I only have to do 3 to 5 minutes a day. We're getting the latest and greatest from you. Free shipping today. Sir, where do we start? Let's dive into this. We've got an hour-long presentation because this is life-changing for so many people out there.
Let's hit the life-changing part, starting with me. You know, Leslie, I wrecked my back. 40 years ago, when I say wrecked, on worst days, I couldn't get out of bed. I literally had to crawl hands and knees into the shower to get hot water in my back just to be able to stand up. I tried everything to get relief. Nothing really worked until I found inversion. The relief I got, Leslie, was temporary, but it lasted longer, and it was more effective than anything else I've tried. And by doing it on a regular basis, I've been virtually pain-free for just about 40 years now. And it just absolutely changed my life. And I believe it'll change the life of people that give it a try. When I first inverted, it was inversion boots. You know, in fact, I had to have somebody help me get hooked up because it was full inversion. And I thought, boy, what a relief. It was the first time was such relief. And I thought, as an engineer, I can design a safer product, more user-friendly, and one that does not require full inversion to get all the benefits. And that's where Teter got started in our garage in 1981.
Wow. So, Roger, we're going to watch a little bit of this footage. Walk me through this because I don't have to fully invert. It's made beautifully.
Well, you saw those 10 things that FDA says Teter is indicated for. Well, the Teter deals with all those because it gives relief in 4 different ways. Those stressed out back muscles, as they let go, you will elongate 1 to 2 inches. That's a real number. Look at that spine straightening out. That can give relief. There's the big deal, taking the pressure off. You have a herniated disc, a bulge disc, inflamed joint, take the pressure off. Less pressure is less pain. And when the pressure's off, those discs are encouraged to hydrate. That's how they receive nutrition and improve their health and overall flexibility.
That's right. And you and I talk, it's so fascinating because Roger's always the first to point out, you are very transparent, sir. We have such respect for you, but you're always the first to say, I didn't invent inversion, Leslie, but it's been used for thousands of years, and even our military uses inversion for relief of our service members, right?
Absolutely. You know, one of the things about basic training is that all that running and jumping and twisting and turning, for people, a lot of them not in the best shape, they would throw a joint out. And once that joint's thrown out, by the next morning, they're knocked out of training. 65, in this particular situation, 65% of the women, some point during basic training would be out for 1 or more days. The men was less, I don't remember the exact number. But the Army said you cannot run a program like that. So they set up a deal where they had everybody in basic training for 6.5 years. That's every class, 4 or 5 classes a year, everybody in basic training, hang 5 minutes at the end of the day to see if that overuse, misuse, that misalignment could self-correct before it would swell up and knock them out of training. Dramatic improvement to the point that they did a video and sent it to every commanding officer in the Army worldwide and recommended inversion as a way to keep a healthy, flexible spine.
That's right. And so whether you're that person that is wound so tight and it hurts so bad and you just want the stretch of your life, or you want to go ahead and decompress, remember, Roger's FitSpine is the only one UL tested and certified for safety. If I'm gonna hang upside down, Roger, if I'm gonna do any inversion, I want the one that's safest. Yours is the only one that comes 85% assembled, and the only one, and it took you a while to get it, but gosh darn it, you got it, FDA registered Class 1 device. They don't hand that out willy-nilly, right? I mean, this is real relief and a real solution.
Yeah, and throw that in the 5-year warranty and the fact that it's UL safety certified, as you mentioned earlier. And this, you're hanging upside down, clamped by your ankles. Your heart's going to tell you want medical grade equipment. This is it. This meets all the safety standards, not just in the United States, but around the world. It meets the safety standard for home use medical throughout Europe. It meets the Japanese standard. the Australian standard, this virtually every safety is Canada, of course. You know, this is a family-run business. It gets all of our attention. You know, we've been for almost 40 years, sold 2.5 million products, and we have upgraded, listening to you, it's been upgraded way over 150 times in the time that we've been on HSN.
That's right, sir. So take us on a tour, because this is your latest.
Okay.
This is the most upgrades that we've ever gotten, right?
Yes, absolutely. This is our most advanced table. In fact, I'm going to brag about one thing right off the start here, is this this bed. You know, we listened to you, and you said through many testimonies that you love the product, but you just wish it was a little more comfortable. You cannot put foam on an inversion table. It interferes with decompression. You sink into the foam, and then you don't elongate, which is the whole purpose of inversion. So we re-engineered the table completely and put it and lifted the bed off the frame and put it on 8 floating suspension points. So this whole bed floats with you, and it still has its decompression surface that allows you to elongate easily and smoothly. Okay, to the other points. So we have a ComfortDial foot platform. That's for small shoes, big shoes. And these ankle pads, they are highly engineered. 3 sets of tooling, actually, to get them to the level that they're at now. We've got 1/2 inch of foam, and then the hard backing for structural integrity. The Easy Reach handle, this is probably our most technically advanced upgrade and most expensive. That's about $100 by itself. But these micro adjustments, you've got the lumbar bridge, which controls the curvature in the spine while you're in partial inversion. But actually, it does something, I think, even more important. By setting it low on the bed, it kind of grabs your butt and squares your hips
in a good way
before it decompresses. Yeah, well, it squares your hips. When you go to a chiropractor, what do? First thing is they check your hips, you know, to see if you've been, you know, standing on one leg a lot, or your hips out of alignment. And this does that for you. Of course, the acupressure nodes, we have 8 of them, 2 of each of 4 sizes. Little wing nuts that allow you to lock them into any position, so that you've got that knot in your back. These are the thumbs
that kind of dig in there, right?
Yes.
And you could place those.
And really work them over.
And you could place those, and Roger said it, some of them are taller, some of them are really shallow, so, you know, you place them wherever you want on your FitSpine. You're also going to get a CD or a DVD where you're going to get 7 routines, stretching and strengthening routines that were developed by a certified physical therapist and a corrective exercise specialist. So you will get that Get Started DVD. Just place your order. It's $634-808. You only have to pay the first $109 and change, and that's any debit card, any credit card. If you have been reading up on inversion and decompression, this is the table I want you to get, because Rogers is the only one that is UL certified for safety. Rogers is the only one that comes 85% assembled. You're gonna want that. And Rogers is the only one that earned that FDA registered Class 1 medical device status. So we're very, very busy in the ordering process. We're home, we're stressed. When you're stressed, your muscles get tight. If you've got back issues, you're really feeling that pain right now. We've got a couple testimonials for you. Place your order at $634-808, but Roger, on that FlexPay, less than $5 a day to get real relief. We are worth it. Let's take a listen and we'll come right back.
So when you decompress, there is a lengthening of the spine. And by doing so, with a greater disc height, you've got more room for the nerves, there's less compression with the facet joints, and the spine is just much happier.
For the past 53 years, I've been a neurosurgeon with a major interest in chronic pain and dealing with many patients with back pain. Most patients tell me if they use their Teter inversion table on a regular basis, they simply feel much better. No one has to do anything to you, and I think it's a very natural way to deal with the problem.
Hey, Roger, I know that you like to introduce the doctor, because we didn't just find any old neurologist, right? I mean, these are some of the top in their field.
Yeah, Dr. Long, I am so honored, you know, that he is a nationally recognized. He was the head of neurosurgery at one of the largest universities in the United States for 35 years. has private practice now, and he uses the Teter personally, and he uses it in his private practice. And he actually has clientele that fly in from all over the world. He is that well known. And I want so much for people to understand what he said. He was talking more about as a maintenance program. Yes, it gives relief of back pain, but it also can prevent, it gives you strength in your back and make it more flexible and supple. And that means that when you do move wrong, it's less likely to get injured. So this is something that's really important to start out in your early years. And there's some bonuses that you can see in the mirror, because when you invert with the Teter, your posture will be better. Poor posture is unattractive. And also moving youthfully. Don't give away your age with how you move, but having a flexible, happy spine will return the favor to you through the rest of your life, even into retirement.
I know, Roger, we've got that Nachemson study ready, which is really fascinating. Yeah. Can you walk us through that?
Yes, absolutely. This study was done at Gothenburg University in Sweden a number of years ago. And there were a lot of volunteers. That bright light that you saw is the location of a surgically implanted pressure sensor. Pressure reading is in the upper right-hand corner. It's a kind of a baseline of 100%. For each of the people in the study. And then they went into different body positions to see how the pressure changed. There you are, double. But you knew that. You knew that. Did you know that? 50% higher load in good posture. And are you ready for the recipe for back pain? There it is.
Gosh.
250%. You've taken the load off your muscles and dumped it on your spine. That's the new smoking. We sit too much. And you throw stress on top of it, and then maybe not enough exercise, and you are heading for serious back pain. That last 25% goes to bed with you, because it's not caused by gravity. It's caused by the construction of the spine. You have hundreds and hundreds of ligaments. You have 140 muscles in 4 layers. They stabilize the spine, but they hold it in background compression like a lot of rubber bands. And those rubber bands are strong, but when you invert, your own body weight is sufficient to overcome those rubber bands, elongate the body, take the pressure off. You got a herniated disc or a degenerative disc disease or, sciatica, pinched nerves. Take the pressure off. Less pressure is less pain.
Less pressure, less pain. And Roger, this is not like a paper cut. This is not like, I think I have a little bit of arthritis in my ankle or my hands. When your back is screaming because you are in pain, it robs you of your quality of life. You can't do anything. Even sitting down hurts. So we've got Donna graciously inverting for us here live in the studio. If you want this today, everybody, normally this is $450. And we only discount when Roger and Riley are here in our studio. So this is a treat, because we know you're home, we know you're stressed, we know that your back may be tighter than ever. Sale price right now, $329.95. You don't have to pay that price full up front. You only have to pay the first $109. We ship it out to you for free. It comes 85% assembled. You just have to say yes. You just have to say, I'm sick and tired of hurting. I'm sick and tired of feeling older than I am. Roger, you are that perfect testimonial. You've made a beautiful design that is safe, that the FDA has registered, that they've recognized to treat. And I'd love to put that list up on the screen again, because it's 2 pages. It's not a Band-Aid, it's real relief and real results, Roger.
Yeah, FDA has said Teter is indicated for back pain, sciatica, that's a pinched nerve, spinal degenerative joint disease, that's the same as osteoarthritis, by the way, spinal curvature due to tight muscles, muscle tension, then herniated disc, degenerative disc disease, spinal stenosis, facet syndrome, muscle spasm. And Teter deals with those 10 issues because it gives relief 4 different ways. When you invert and relax, first of all, the muscles in your back relax, so that can be a cause of pain. It helps the spine to naturally realign. It helps the disc to rehydrate, then rejuvenate themselves. And if you've got a pinched nerve or a herniated disc, you take the pressure off. So less pressure is less pain. 4 different ways that it gives relief in just 3 to 5 minutes.
And if that's... Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, in fact, I use it several times a day. In the morning, I actually invert for only a minute, but I'm not, I kind of sleep kind of curled up, and when I get out of bed, straightening out 1 minute on the Teter I am standing tall, my head's on top of my shoulders, and it's like 2 cups of coffee without the caffeine. When I'm going for some of the sports, which I love to do, I invert before, I invert after, and most important, I try and make a point of inverting every day before going to bed because it gets rid of stress and helps the body to decompress before you jump into bed.
We are very busy. Thank you for your calls, everybody. 634-808. And Roger, would you share with us, because I think you just had a birthday, didn't you? Would you share your age?
No, not
yet.
No, I not yet. It's about 3 months. I'll be 82.
Oh, bless your heart. Look at you.
Yeah, I love my job, and keeping my spine fit and healthy. It's helped me stay fit and healthy into my retirement years, and it'll do the same for you. This is recreational water skiing. Leslie, that's how I actually wrecked my back 40 years ago, was running the slalom course. And you know what I'm doing today?
Look at you. Well,
yesterday. I went water skiing yesterday and the day before, and I hope to go skiing day after tomorrow, and I'm back in the slalom course. I mean, that's what I love to do.
Yeah.
And Teter has allowed me to do that by a regular program of proper maintenance to help keep flexibility.
It is, it is relief.
Function.
It's relief, it's maintenance. And Roger, what surprises most people is that you don't have to fully invert to reap the benefits, and you only have to do 2 to 5 minutes a day. I mean, I think that's what most of us are like, oh, but I'm not really gonna use this. I'm not gonna commit to a 30-minute, routine. 2 to 5 minutes a day, that's nothing, Roger.
No, read your emails upside down. I do, believe it or not. You'll be as comfortable upside down as you are at your desk. Once you get used to it, and at that angle. Now, let's say, now that's a substantial angle. There are great benefits at a lesser angle, but let's say you've got a herniated disc or sciatica. You need actually as much decompression as you can get. From that angle, you can use the traction handles, which I'll demonstrate in a minute, and allow you to use mechanical arm strength to further decompress your body as though you were in full inversion. So you can get the effect of full inversion without ever going there.
And Roger, I don't have it on my card, but would you share with me again, what's the maximum weight capacity for your table, for your FitSpine?
300 pounds maximum user weight, but I'll tell you that in order to be able to say that and have the UL safety sticker on the table, that a table actually has to hold 1,200 pounds, 4 times maximum user weight. Our table typically, believe it or not, holds 1,400 pounds. And even more important, it has to, according to FDA, it has to, or rather UL, it has to cycle 30,000 times with 300 pounds of weight on it. And that is the toughest spec. Teter is the only table that can pass that because we use special steels, heat treated. My background is aircraft, and I've been trained to engineer out fatigue failure, which is what happens if you cycle a table with ordinary steel. Let me put it this way. Wire coat hangers are made with ordinary steel. You can take a wire coat hanger and bend it back and forth. You can break it in less than a minute. That is a fatigue failure. When you are cycling an inversion table, you are putting loads first one way, then the other. And the little support mechanisms are worked back and forth continuously, and they will fail in fatigue if they are not properly engineered. Teter is the only one that passes. In fact, it exceeds the 30,000 cycles, and we've never, this table, we stopped cycling it at 40,000 cycles just for time, and I did sit-ups on that table after 40,000 cycles. 4 lookalikes, and they do look alike, using ordinary steel. Catastrophic structural failure at 10% of spec value.
Yeah.
About 3,000 cycles, they failed. We go 40,000 cycles, but we pass the spec and exceed it. There's your 1,200 pounds. That has to hold that for a full minute. There's your 300 pounds cycling 30,000 times. It's UL that said this is what's required for a safe inversion table.
Yeah.
Teeter is the only one that actually meets that standard.
Yeah, and Roger, you've been such an inspiration to us. I want to do a couple of things. I want to open up our testimonial lines, because if you call me today and you have any a testimonial, you own this, you love it, it has changed your life, or if you want to ask Roger a question, you can come on in and we will relay, I will connect you so that you can ask those questions. I know that this is not an everyday purchase, but if you're that person that has been dealing with debilitating back pain and everybody's told you there's no cure, there's no way to feel better, it's what it is. Well, we don't cure anything here at HSN. I will disclose that right away. But if I told you right now for $109, you can get that relief, get that deep stretch, get an FDA-registered Class 1 medical device. Not a little toy. This is not a little, you know, something that you'll use every now and then. You will feel that relief on day one. So what's holding you back? If you break down that FlexPay, that's less than $5 a day, Roger. On any debit card, any credit card, $5 a day. That's my cup of coffee at the place, right? I was gonna say the place. That's $5 a day to get this home and not put a Band-Aid, but get real relief. I've got a testimonial. We've got Nancy with her testimonial. Bring the calls in. Now's the time, you guys. Make that change and see what it could do for you. And you know what? If you get it home and it's not doing a thing for you, you always have those 30 days. I mean, this is not, you know, written in stone. You still have the ability to send it back if you're not 100% satisfied. But there's no inversion table like this in the world. Roger has sold over 2.5 million for a reason. It's our longest fitness equipment, longest running in HSN's history for a reason. Order yours today. Let's listen to Nancy. Come right back.
My back started to really bother me. I don't want to go through life being less and less of myself. I want to be able to do everything and anything that I want to do. The first time that I laid on the Teter, I got on there, locked my ankles in, laid back, and it was just a relief. I knew it was going to work for me. It's beautifully engineered. It doesn't take up very much space in your house. It's very easy to schedule it into your life. You lay down, you relax, you can meditate for a few minutes, you get off, and you're a new person. The biggest difference the Teeter table has made in my life is that I have physical freedom. I'm probably really boring because when anyone complains to me about their back, I say, well, have you tried a Teeter table? It helped me so much you have no idea.
I mean, it gives me goosebumps, right? Because this is a woman that was living in pain, and, you know, thousands of people around the world are living in pain and feeling really hopeless right now, Roger, and there is hope. If they can do this, and always check with your physician, but if you could do this, why not try?
Yeah, it absolutely changed my life. It was so dramatic. You know, 5 years of being in back pain. It affected everything I did. And there wasn't anything I could do that I wasn't conscious of either the pain or maybe aggravating it further. You don't play with the kids. You're just inactive. You don't take long trips. It affects your stress level, your mood. You can't sleep as well. I mean, skip that whole thing. You know, I want to talk to those of you who don't have back pain yet. If you've got back pain, you've seen that list, and you're going to see it another couple times before the show is over. Teeter deals with the 10 most common causes of back pain and deals with it in 3 to 5 minutes in your own home. But those of you who don't have back pain, I want to talk to you and have you resolve that you're not going to get it. You know, aging happens. Let's talk about your skin. When your skin loses its elasticity, it starts to have wrinkles. What happens to your spine is exactly the same thing. It loses its elasticity if you don't give it a proper maintenance program. And when it loses the elasticity, that means that you're less flexible. And if you do move wrong, there's a better chance of tearing something and causing an injury. I want you to keep that spine youthful, flexible, and it will return that to you through your whole life and into your retirement. This figure is not gaining weight, but he sure is changing body shape. As he's getting older, he loses height. That middle-age spread is not all weight gain. It's a compression wrinkle. It's the same amount of the same amount of mass in a shorter column. Look at the disc on the older gentleman. That's really the big issue. Losing figure is bad enough, but it's the fact that height losses in the soft tissue, that's where your flexibility is, your shock absorption. You know, keep the elasticity and health of your discs, just like you keep the elasticity of your skin. And you don't wait for the wrinkles, do you? You know they're coming. So you get ahead of the curve and start treating it on a regular basis. The spine is exactly the same thing. It'll lose its elasticity if you don't deal with it on a regular maintenance program. And what is that? 3 to 5 minutes. And there's lots of bonuses. You get rid of stress. Yeah, stress is the #2 reason that people buy Teter. It is a great stress reliever. It's an oxygen wash to the upper body. It clears the mind, gets rid of stress, which is important for all of us any time of day, but especially before bed. It helps with posture. You know, we stand in front of the mirror looking at ourselves and we think we got pretty good posture, and then we walk away and go to our default posture, the one that we created by the little screens and slouch sittings and too much TV and setting, and poor posture is unattractive. And one more thing, you work to keep your physical appearance youthful looking, but you give away, many of you, your age by how you move. And you know what I'm talking about. Old people move old unless they've been working to keep that youthful flexibility and function. And 3 to 5 minutes on a Teter will give you so many benefits that you will be amazed. And you do it in your own clothes in 3 to 5 minutes in your own home. So
oh, yeah.
What could be easier?
And Roger, what's really nice is when the table's not in use, you can go ahead and kind of fold it up, right? So it's a more compact size. In fact, Roger will show you right there how it doesn't take up much space. So leave it out, because if you leave it out, you use it 2 to 5 minutes a day. That's nothing, Roger. We can all commit to that.
Absolutely. You know, it's as much as, you know, brushing your teeth, you know, taking care of your skin. You go to the gym for an hour to take care of your heart, 3 to 5 minutes to keep that spine healthy, and it'll pay you back, as I said, into your retirement years.
What's really exciting is that you guys aren't here right now. The FitSpine is your latest, your greatest, your most upgrades. We never have this on sale unless Roger and Riley are here at HSN. Well, it's on sale today. And we're so grateful that you're doing this, Roger, because the pain never stops, the stress never stops. Place your order today. Already over 500 gone for the day. 634808 is your item number. I think we only have one more presentation in the day, but $109 is all you have to pay right now. It's free shipping and handling. It comes 85% assembled. Just place your order. Don't let anything hold you back anymore. You're gonna love how you're gonna feel, how you will get your life back, how it will de-stress you. Maybe start your day or end your day like this. 634808 is your item number. Roger, we do have a testimonial call, so I'm gonna do my best to connect you two. I think I have Hugh calling us right here from our home state of Florida. Gentlemen, you are live on the air. Welcome. Hi, Hugh.
Hi, Leslie. Hi, Roger.
Hi, thanks so much for calling. Tell us your story.
Yes, I'm 65 years old, and I've suffered with sciatica for years. And a couple of months ago, I purchased a Teeter FitSpine, and the relief that I have gotten has been unbelievable. I am a new man.
Oh,
all right.
And Hugh, will you tell me how you started off? How many minutes a day did you do? Was it everything we said, sir?
Oh, sure it was. The way I started off, I started slow, just a couple of minutes. And I know that Roger said doing it more at less time was better than doing it, you know, infrequently a lot more time. So I started slow, but right now I've gotten up to 4 minutes about 3 times a day, and just like Roger said, I do it before and after any physical activity, and it has been a godsend to me.
Oh my gosh, Hugh.
Amen. Amen.
Hugh, and you know what? It just, you took the chance. You know, so many of us spend our money on things that don't really change our lives, and we do it, and we don't really think twice about it. I love that you took a moment, and Hugh, you know, there are a lot of competitors, there are a lot of imitators, but this is the only one UL certified, the only one that comes 85% assembled, and the only one that's FDA registered, and I'm so happy to hear it's made a difference for you. Roger, you are changing lives all over the world.
It's why I'm still doing this at 82. I don't need to do this except for calls like Hugh's. Hugh, you're my pay for the day. That's why I do this.
Well, I was on the fence. I've watched your presentations many, many times. I never could pull the trigger, but I kind of re-injured my back, and I said I'm going to go for it, and it's the best decision I've ever made.
Oh, Hugh, thank you very much for that call. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
Hugh, I know you've heard me say this before, Hugh, but by doing it on a regular basis, you said I hurt my back again. Well, the fact is that lots of times the back doesn't just simply have a blowout. You know, you pick up a laundry basket that you've done 100 times, and all of a sudden it's out of alignment. And you think, how could that happen? Well, it's a cumulative. You have little tears and things that happen over a long period of time from accidents and sports and what have you, until the last straw that gives you the actual misalignment and the back pain. Keeping your back supple, you know, and flexible, just like you keep your skin flexible and supple, is going to prevent that kind of injury happening in a lot of cases. You know, and the minor movements, mismovements will not cause a problem where they might if your back is not elastic, doesn't have elasticity and flexibility, which the Teter will give you in 2 to 5 minutes.
What a powerful call.
Can I say one more thing, Leslie?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, about the posture, my posture is greatly improved. Before I started inversion, I'd stand and look in the mirror sideways, and I'd be slump shouldered. But now my shoulders are back, my stomach's in, I feel taller. I mean, it's just everything you say it is.
Oh, Hugh, what a call. I got goosebumps.
Hugh, I am so glad you brought that up, because there's so many people without back pain that need to get the Teter and get on a regular program for benefits like improved posture you're describing. You know, poor posture is unattractive.
Oh, Hugh, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Stay in good health and keep it up. And did you see that? Thank you, Hugh. Did you hear that, Roger? He said, I listened to Roger. I knew that doing it more often, maybe less time, but more often was more beneficial. He followed all the instructions, Roger. And today he can say that he is feeling better, that it's been life-changing. And like many people, you watch the presentation over and over and over again. And if you've been keeping your eye on this product, you know that this is Roger's latest, okay? So it's normally $450. Only when Roger and Riley are here do we mark it down. It's marked down, and Roger and Riley aren't here. Little secret. No, but we've got a great sale price. Do it today. If you're inspired by Roger, if you've loved the testimonials, our doctor testimonials, if you heard Hugh, how this has changed his posture, how it has changed his life, you only have to pay the first $109 today. You still have 30 days. Do it. Do it today. You have 30 days. If this is not everything we said, if it's not everything Hugh said, Roger says, you send it back. There are no questions asked, but we really think it'll make a difference in your life. 634808 is your item number. I think we've got a couple of testimonials, Roger, or do you want to go through the table again? You want to take us on a tour once again?
Yeah, actually, we didn't cover a couple important points. So let's do that, and especially want to get into the assembly thing, because, you know, I want to be sure you understand what we mean 85% assembled. And that, so this part here, this main shaft with all these small parts, fully assembled out of the box. You don't have to do anything that's critical. I'm actually going to take this apart more than I normally would, because I think there's been questions by people that saying, you know, they want to know how it's assembled. All right, the bed is fully assembled. No, the lumbar bridge you got to put on, the acupressure nose, and the pillow, of course, and there is these adjustable hinges. Now, these control how responsive the table is. This is kind of a one-time adjustment. If you're up around 250 or 300 pounds, you need to slow the table down, because your weight is doing the rotation for you, in a sense. So you use the lowest setting. If you're only 120 pounds, you need a more regressive table, so the top setting. And so it's kind of a one-time setting. And this snaps in place, but the bed itself is fully assembled. There are 2 bolts that you need to put here. They're not really assembly. They are the way it's packaged. You'll understand. You don't even have to line anything up. You just put the bolts through the holes that are already lined up for you. All right, the A-frame, fully assembled. The spreader arms are on, all 4 corner feet. The easy angle tether strap is on. What do you got to really assemble? The only thing is these upgraded handles. There's 3 machine screws and 1 bolt. And you'll spend, literally, I'm not kidding, you'll spend more time getting it out of the box than you will assembling. And see how that snaps together? You know that? We'll spend more time getting it out of the box. It's adjustable from 4'8" to 6'6", with your height in inches and centimeters right on. The thing now, we talked about the easy reach handle and the floating bed 8-point suspension, but we didn't talk about my favorite upgrade, which has included the traction handles. And in fact, I'll demonstrate those, because let's say, you know, the greater the angle, the greater the stretch. But let's say you use the tether strap. I didn't demonstrate that. I'll have to do that in a minute. But let's say you use the easy angle tether strap, and this is all the further you can go. You can set the strap to stop you at any angle you want, any angle you're comfortable with. But let's say you've got a herniated disc, or you've got a bulge disc, or you know, degenerative joint disease. You know you need more traction than this, but you don't feel comfortable going beyond this angle. That's where these traction handles come in. You reach up, grab the handles, and then you push on the handles with arm power and further elongate your body as though you were in full inversion. Right. In fact, you can actually rock the table. I'm lengthening my body. I'm now top heavy, let up. My ligaments and muscles pull me back together. This rocking action is simply me elongating my body and then letting my body recompress with the ligaments and muscles. Now, traction hands, but the alternate is take the strap off, go up to this angle, and you'll know this is kind of the magic angle, Leslie, where your joints will decompress to at or near 0, greatly reduced. You'll know you're there because of the grip here. And you can actually pull on this, push on the handles. There's all kinds of grips that you can to move your body around and help it realign. Full inversion, you don't need to go here. Wow. But believe it or not, Leslie, by actual survey, 50% of regular invertees do go to full inversion because of the extra flexibility. You've got the flexibility of a much younger man. Wow. And you can also turn the Teeter into a workout station. These are the toughest crunches in the world. Right. An inverted squat, scalp the glutes, strengthen the hamstrings. You know, when you're about to be 82, it's functional fitness that counts. Joints that work so you can have a life in retirement and keep up with the grandkids, which are really tough. And even when you get off the table, if you don't jump, you'll feel like you can.
Oh, you inspire us so much. We absolutely love you. I know Sandra was waiting patiently on the line. Sandra, if you hear me, call us back. She was calling from New Mexico. I think she had, and I'll try my best, because I think she had a question on, Rob, you said on gait, on how you walk, how this affects your legs. Like, I would think that she was asking if she would get some benefits, maybe in the way she walks or her gait. I'm not sure.
I think if you watch people across the street that you can't really see their face, or you can't really tell their age by the appearance of their face, but watch how they move. Some people are shuffling along, their small steps, their posture. They're looking old. You know, when you invert and relax, you bring some flexibility, some suppleness, some mobility back to your spine, and not just your spine, ankles, knees, hips, all of those joints that control your movement. Mm-hmm. You know, it's you know, when your skin loses its elasticity, that is a part of aging. Your spine will lose the same elasticity. It's no different. Your whole body ages in a lot of ways similar. The spine is not so different from the skin, at least on that point. But if you take care of it and keep it supple and flexible and Yeah, what's that?
Elastic, yeah, sure.
Elastic,
and,
yeah.
And Roger, you know what's
you're
crazy? We spend our days like slathering on the oils. I just had the most beautiful beauty oil. Like we'll do whatever it takes, right? Just to look younger, but you're right. If you're walking slouched over, if you're dealing with back pain, you could see it in a person's face. So we're very honored to have you here. For those of you that are new to HSN, this is the longest running single item fitness item in all of HSN's history. It's a customer pick, 4.7 stars, so please read the reviews as you make your decision. But people love this. You heard Hugh in the hour call and say this has changed his life. I mean, it's changed his life, Roger. And so we sell a lot of wonderful things at HSN, but Roger always says this is not about selling product. This is about changing lives. So you will get your latest generation. This is the FitSpine X3. This is Roger's latest, newest model, and it comes with all of the upgrades. You're getting your lumbar bridge accessory. That's going to be, you know, you customize it and place it on the table wherever your hips, you know, to align your hips. You're also going to get these 8 acupressure nodes, so 4 pairs in the different heights and levels. So these are more shallow, these are higher, so it's like a thumb getting into that muscle knot and really kneading that out. And you place those along your table. You see you've got these great little slots and you place them wherever it feels good to you. You're also going to get a Get Started DVD with some stretching routines, and those are all routines created by a certified physical therapist. So you're getting the entire kit and caboodle today. You only have to pay the first $109. That's less than $5 a day to get something that is not just for people with back issues, but Roger, people that are really stressed, that really need that relaxation, that good stretch. You will get that relief. It's not a Band-Aid, it is real results. Roger's table is the only one UL tested for safety and UL certified. Roger's table is the only one FDA registered Class 1 medical device. And Roger's is the only one that comes 85% assembled. And believe me, if you pull the trigger, as Hugh said, and you want to get this home, the last thing you want to do is have to build it, you know, bits and pieces, nuts and bolts. So please place your order today at 634-808. Roger, we're gonna take a moment to take a listen to Dr. Tons, and then we'll come back.
The discs that sit here are like shock absorbers we have on the car. So when you get up in the morning, you may be 6'1". When you go to bed at night, you're actually about 6'1½". You lose 1/4 to 1/2 inch of height as these shock absorbers get squeezed and the water comes out of them. Then when you're asleep, they rehydrate. One of the advantages, I think, of Roger's device is that you can do this during the day too and give yourself kind of a break from the constant pressure on your back and on these shock absorbers to allow them to rehydrate by taking all the pressure off and letting them have some freedom. People that get on a standard routine and do it again and again do far better than people that go for 3 weeks of therapy and then re-injure again in a year, go for 3 weeks therapy. A daily routine, which is what Roger's recommending, I think is a very good way of getting your back in great shape so that as we stay vertical for our lives, we don't start breaking down later on.
What do you think, Roger?
I got spiny out. It's so important. I'm going to repeat to a degree some of the things he said because it's so important you understand that. These dark lines are your discs. They're fluid-filled shock absorbers and are constantly changing their fluid content. When they're under pressure, which they are when you're standing or sitting, they actually lose moisture. It's only when you're in bed that under less pressure, you're still under 25% of standing body pressure, if you remember the Nakamson study, because of the ligaments and muscles that encase the spine, but they're under less pressure. So they hydrate, but they hydrate more slowly. With the Teter, you can decompress these joints to at or near zero and greatly increase the rate of hydration. Now, that's super important in the sense these are avascular. They do not get nutrition. They have no blood supply. So they don't get any nutrition from blood. It's all from absorbing tissue from surrounding, or absorbing moisture from surrounding tissue. So all of the feeding and nurturing and health of your discs depends on them being well hydrated. That's why Dr. Tons is saying a regular program, doing it on a regular basis, to help that care and feeding of your discs to keep them supple, flexible, and therefore less likely to be injured when you do move wrong. And one last point, you know, the spine is like communication central between your brain and every other part of your body. The brain communicates, see all these nerves, there's 2 nerves for each disc, and they go to every part of your body. If they're nerves that go to your leg and they're pinched, then you feel that pain down the leg or down the arm. And the reason they're pinched, or could be, is that if these discs control the size of the opening that the nerve comes through. So a thin disc is not only an unhealthy disc, but it can cause pinching of nerves, which can produce pain down your leg or your shoulder, or if this nerve is going to some other part of your body, you may not even have the feeling, but the communication is compromised. That you need to keep your spine healthy so that the communication between the brain and the rest of the body is maintained at a healthy level and not compromised. And you can do that in just 3 to 5 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes even, in your own home. Decompress, hydrate the disc, take the pressure off those nerves, give the relief, and get an oxygen wash to the upper body, get rid of the stress, clear the mind, clear the mind. In fact, Riley said she couldn't have gotten through the university without 5 minutes of inversion for 2 hours of study.
I believe
so
it.
It really does help to clear the mind.
You almost feel this energy surge for the rest of the day. It's the strangest thing. You got your cheeks glowing, and you do feel taller. You heard our caller Hugh say, I feel taller, I'm walking straighter. This is that deep relief, that unbelievable stretch like you've never felt before. Oh, you're gonna crave it. I swear you're gonna crave it. And Roger, for me, the most important thing was that in as little as those 2 or 3 to 5 minutes a day, you could get the benefits. Because in my mind, what kept me from picking it up was that I said, well, I can't even commit to an exercise routine. Like, forget about it. I'm never gonna do it. And Roger said, you only have to do the 2 to 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes a day, and you don't have to fully invert. Because I think a lot of people, you'll eventually get there, but you know, right, Roger, you start small. You don't go full inversion day 1, right?
No, absolutely not. In fact, that's the magic. You know, we have a 1, 2, 3. First of all, 1, you set your height. So you adjust it so that your height in inches or centimeters is the last number you can see. It's adjustable from 4'8" to 6'6". 2, you attach the easy angle tether strap, and that's adjustable for any angle. Actually, that's probably a little much of an angle for the first time. I'd start out right here. The important thing is that you pick an angle you're totally comfortable with, because the whole deal is you must relax, and then you will elongate. And then the 3 is you stepping in and locking your ankles. So it's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
And Roger, I would love to show that FDA registered clearance, because yours is the only one that got the FDA registered Class 1 medical device. Look at all of these treatments, right, are indicated for use of.
Yeah, Teter's indicated by FDA for back pain. Sciatica, that's a pinched nerve. Spinal degenerative joint disease, that's the same as osteoarthritis. Spinal curvature due to tight muscles. Muscle tension. Then another list, herniated discs. Degenerative disc disease, spinal stenosis, facet syndrome, muscle spasm. You know, there they are. There's the other 5, and those are caused by a diverse cause of back pain. But Teter actually deals with all of them because it gives relief 4 different ways, as you saw in that animation. It stretches and relaxes the back muscles. That gives relief. It helps the spine to realign itself. And we're talking about not just the spine, ankles, knees, and hips, all weight-bearing joints. It takes the pressure off. You got a pinched nerve, herniated disc, less pressure is less pain. And then remember the all-important care and feeding of those discs. When you decompress, you encourage those discs to rehydrate and keep that flexible suppleness. You know, a happy spine is a happy life and a happy wife and a happy children and happy pets, you know?
Right, get your life back.
Don't go there.
634808 is your item number. Place your order. We have time for one more testimonial. I've got Jim Johnson. It's a testimonial. Please come right back and place your order. Best purchase you'll ever make.
Pain was part of my life, and not doing the things I love became part of my life. My daughter stopped asking me to do anything anymore with her because it's always my back. The Teter comes along, and it's like the light bulb goes off in my brain. I felt my body completely stretch out. Life is great again because I can live it, because I can participate in it. Now that the Teter's here, Jim is back. Jim is back, and they cannot stop me.
Uh-oh, they can't stop him, Roger. That's a problem. Hey, look, $109 is all you'll pay. I mean, that's like what you pay to go to a restaurant, and we're not even going out these days. So, Roger, today's the day to say yes.
Absolutely. You know, with some extra time on your hands, let's get rid of the back pain or get a great start on preventing it ever coming in the first place. You keep that spine healthy, flexible, and it will take care of you into retirement and allow you to be active, not only through your whole working life, but into retirement, doing the things that you absolutely love to do. It's a life changer. You know, think of top athletes forced into retirement when they don't want to be. It's almost always joints. It's joints. I mean, virtually everything we do, from aerobic, anaerobic, Pilates, yoga, you name it, it's all compressive. Gardening, just, you know, Teter is decompressive. You're clamped by your ankles and your whole body elongates, helping to correct posture, helping to hydrate those discs, getting an oxygen wash to the upper body, getting rid of stress, you know, and all this in 3 to 5 minutes in your own home. You know, get it now and come out of this this quiet shutdown period with new energy, new life, and a new lease on life.
Hey, Roger, I know, like you said, that you don't have to be working right now at your age, and you do it because we could feel your passion. Thank you very much for joining me. I know I've got a couple of seconds left to wrap up the show, but we appreciate you. We respect you. You're inspiring, and I only hope that people take the chance today. Place your item order. It's 634808. This might very well be the most life-changing purchase you make in all of HSN and all the things you've purchased with us before. Roger, if I don't talk to you before then, God bless you, and I wish you the very happiest birthday, sir, and keep it up.
Thank you, Leslie, and God bless you. And, you know, if it doesn't change your life, send it back. You can't live on this planet more than 20 years and not know what gravity is doing to you. Teter is a way to fight back against the harmful compression and the aging that's driven by gravity.
Get yours today, everybody. It's free shipping and handling. It comes with all the upgrades. This is Roger's latest. It's 634808. And remember, it comes 85% assembled. You only have to do 3 to 5 minutes a day. It will change your life, and only one UL certified for safety, and the only one FDA Class 1 medical device. If you're